Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, the wind howling, the ground unsteady beneath your feet. Below, waves crash against jagged rocks, and above, the sky churns with uncertainty. This is not a moment of defeat, it's a moment of transformation. What if the struggles you face aren't chains holding you back, but chisels carving you into something stronger? Today, we're diving into a truth that can change how you see life's toughest moments. A philosopher once said, "Hardship is the trainer of life, not a problem to be avoided." Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see why every challenge you face is shaping you into the person you were meant to be. Welcome back to PSYCHIANT, where we explore ideas that inspire, challenge and transform, and today, we're unpacking a powerful idea from philosopher Massimo Pigliucci. Hardship is the trainer of life, not a problem to be avoided. Think about that for a second. How often do we run from difficulties, wishing life was easier? But what if those difficulties aren't obstacles? What if they're the very tools sculpting our resilience, wisdom, and strength? In this video, we're going to explore why hardship is not just something to endure, but a teacher to embrace. We will break down practical ways to face challenges head-on, share stories of people who turned pain into power, and give you actionable steps to transform your struggles into growth. Whether you're facing a career setback, a personal loss, or just the weight of everyday life, this video is for you. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's dive into the wisdom of hardship. Let's start with a question. When was the last time you faced something tough? Maybe it was a job rejection, a broken relationship, or even a moment when you doubted yourself. Our first instinct is often to avoid pain, to wish it away. But Massimo Pigliucci's words challenge that instinct. He suggests hardship isn't a problem, it's a trainer. Think about a weightlifter. The weights don't get lighter, the lifter gets stronger. Life works the same way. Massimo Pigliucci, a modern Stoic philosopher, draws from ancient wisdom to remind us that growth comes through resistance. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, believed that obstacles are opportunities. They didn't sugarcoat life, they embraced its challenges as a path to virtue. Pigliucci's quote echoes this: "Hardship trains us to be resilient, adaptable, and wise." So, why do we dread difficulties? It's human nature. Our brains are wired to seek comfort and avoid pain. But here's the catch. Avoiding hardship doesn't make us stronger, it keeps us stuck. Imagine a seed buried in the dark, cramped soil. It doesn't curse the dirt, it pushes through it to reach the light. Hardship is your soil. It's where growth begins. Here's the first step to embracing hardship. Change the story you tell yourself. Instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What is this teaching me?" That simple shift opens the door to growth. For example, losing a job might feel like failure, but it could teach you resilience, push you to learn new skills, or lead you to a better opportunity. Every hardship has a lesson if you're willing to look for it. Take a moment to think. What's a hardship you're facing right now? Pause the video if you need to and write it down. Then ask yourself, what strength is this building in me? We'll come back to this later with some practical exercises to make this real. Let's look at stories of people who turned hardship into triumph. These aren't just inspirational tales, they're proof that struggle can be a catalyst for greatness. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, J.K. Rowling was a single mother living on welfare, battling depression and rejection. Publishers rejected her manuscript dozens of times, but she didn't see those rejections as failures, they were her training ground. Each rejection taught her persistence. Each moment of doubt forced her to refine her craft. Today, she's one of the most successful authors in history, not despite her hardships, but because of them. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison, enduring unimaginable hardship. Yet, he emerged not with bitterness, but with a vision for reconciliation. His time in prison wasn't wasted, it was a crucible that forged his leadership. Mandela once said, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." His hardship trained him to lead a nation. You don't need to be famous to embrace hardship. Think of someone in your life, a parent working multiple jobs, a friend overcoming illness, or maybe you pushing through a tough season. I recently heard from a viewer, Sarah, who shared how losing her job during the pandemic forced her to start her own business. It wasn't easy, but that hardship taught her skills she never knew she had. Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear how you've turned hardship into growth. What do these stories have in common? Each person faced hardship not as a dead end, but as a teacher. They didn't avoid the pain, they leaned into it. That's the mindset we're building today. Now, let's get practical. How do you actually embrace hardship? Here are 5 actionable steps to turn life's challenges into opportunities for growth. Step 1. Accept the reality. The first step is acceptance. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. When hardship hits, don't deny it or wish it away. Say to yourself, this is happening and I'm going to face it. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up, it means grounding yourself in reality so you can move forward. Step 2. Find the lesson. Every hardship has a lesson. Maybe it's patience, courage, or humility. Take time to reflect. Journaling is a great tool here. Ask, what is this teaching me? How can I grow from this? For example, if you're dealing with a difficult boss, maybe the lesson is how to set boundaries or communicate assertively. Step 3. Build resilience through small wins. Hardship can feel overwhelming, so break it down. Focus on small, actionable steps. If you're struggling financially, start by creating a budget or cutting one expense. Each small win builds momentum and confidence. Celebrate those wins, they're proof you're stronger than you think. Step 4. Seek support. You don't have to face hardship alone. Talk to a friend, join a community, or seek professional help if needed. Sharing your struggles doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. Studies show that social support boosts resilience, so don't hesitate to reach out. Step 5. Practice gratitude. This might sound counterintuitive, but gratitude can transform how you see hardship. Even in tough times, there's something to be thankful for, a lesson, a person, or simply the fact that you're still standing. Try writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day. It shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's possible. Let's do a quick exercise. Grab that notebook from earlier. Write down 1 hardship you're facing and 1 lesson it's teaching you. Then, list 1 small action you can take this week to move forward. Share your action in the comments to inspire others. Let's zoom out for a moment. Hardship doesn't just build strength, it builds wisdom. Every challenge you face adds a layer to who you are. Think of life as a tapestry. Without those dark threads, the tapestry would be incomplete. Pigliucci's quote reminds us to take a long-term view. Hardship might hurt now, but it's preparing you for something greater. Maybe it's a career you haven't discovered, a relationship you're not ready for, or a version of yourself you haven't met yet. Trust the process. The Stoics believe that we can't control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. Hardship is out of your control, but your attitude isn't. Choose to see it as a trainer, not a tormentor. That choice is your power. I faced my own hardships, times when I doubted myself, when life felt like it was falling apart. But looking back, those moments were my greatest teachers. They taught me resilience, empathy, and the courage to keep going. What's a hardship that shaped you? Reflect on it, because that's where your wisdom lies. We've covered a lot today, from reframing hardship to practical steps for growth. Massimo Pigliucci's words, hardship is the trainer of life. Not a problem to be avoided, are a reminder that your struggles are shaping you into something extraordinary. So, the next time life feels heavy, don't run from it, embrace it. Ask what it's teaching you. Take 1 small step forward. Here's your challenge. This week, pick 1 hardship and apply one of the steps we discussed. Maybe it's journaling about a lesson or reaching out for support. Share your experience in the comments. I'm reading every single one, and your story might inspire someone else. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into life-changing ideas. Let's keep growing together. Thanks for watching, and remember, you're stronger than your struggles. I'll see you in the next video.